Yes. Yeah, so when I tell me what will you do for you? Now, keep talk now. What you can do here?
Masa, this idea, this frustration that they are giving the Oshe people, you think that we are here happy, even though I'm smiling with tears.
Yes.
Because I really see my people
in trouble,
suffering, going instead backward instead of going ahead.
Okay. Mr. Angao, we talked about it now.
My brother, this is a wonderful thing. Something that we had prepared over the years, only for the SGO to stop it yesterday. We are here to see the governor. Let him explain to us why this thing had to happen the way it happened. We are not happy at all.
Okay, thank you very much. George, why were they?
Doctor was there only for problem what happened with our village. We get a good meeting yesterday with the Oshe Culture and Development Association. We just got surprised to see Joe bring police, bring army, can't disturb. No meeting, no meeting. After we don't get permit from the Joe in Jikwa. So it just cut was very angry. So now we try to see another higher authority like the governor to see whether it is right. And stopping it at the neck of 2 hours meeting. People from Germany, America, all over the world that have come. Now this man is disturbing us. We don't know the reason why. OCA is a development
association
meeting.
Yes.
And property, books with the brought for the school library, the generator, the cement which they bought to be the Oshe hospital, all those things are dumped today. That shouldn't be there.
Okay. So yes,
I cannot say because I wasn't.
Sabron, you are Oshe. You are Oshe. I assume. What was the reaction of the people? How did they react? The meeting.
It was very, very, very discouraging because we don't know whether we are Cameroonian or we are foreigners. Because a type of meeting like this, when everybody is fighting to go and see his village and see old people in the village, when this type of things happen, everybody is disappointed.
Okay, thank you. This is Manunga Studio, and Manunga Studio came purposely to gather information firsthand for the Oshe diaspora, and things have taken a different turn as had been expected. Can you give us a little bit of enlightenment? What went wrong?
If I have anything to say.
Your name, please.
Oh, I'm Aseka Obet.
Thank you.
The Secretary General of OCA. If I have anything to say, I want to say that on the part of OCA, nothing went wrong. But the Momo administration decided to do everything wrong. And we are here to seek redress from the regional authorities headed by the governor of the Northwest region. And we are here to cry out against the illegality of the actions of the Momo SGO, Mr. Isaac Munduru, who against the laws and regulations in force took upon himself, for reasons best known to himself, to suspend the activities of OCA in Oshe Village in Jikwa Division, a thing that is not even within his competence or jurisdiction.
Thank you very much. Manunga Studio is here to find out why you guys have come in really determined to meet the governor. Is there something which is really worrying you guys, which you could not solve at the divisional level or subdivisional level?
Yeah, the main issue is that on the 7th of April 2012.
Let me disturb you a little bit. Your name, please.
Barrister Ekanya Matthew.
Okay, you're welcome, Barrister.
Yes, Oshe Cultural and Development Association had annual general meeting to discuss developmental issues and to hand to the Oshe community items like books for the library, cement for projects,
yes,
generator, and many other issues. But then, before the meeting was to work, the OCA Association complied with the regulation in force by securing an authorization from the sub-divisional officer Njikwa to permit them hold the public meeting. But subsequently, about 2 hours to the start of the meeting, the senior divisional officer in Momo came and bound the meeting, an issue which is completely out of his jurisdiction. And then the question now is whether the banning of the meeting was legal or illegal on his own part. That is why we are here before the governor to see, to determine and to look at the laws that give him the power to act. And the truth is that by the 1990 law relating to freedom of association in Cameroon, the senior divisional officer has no right to ban or suspend the activities of a legally registered association like OCA. He can only make reasoned recommendations to the Minister of Territorial Administration and Decentralization in Cameroon to now suspend for a period of 3 months highest. But now that he has done it, now the governor is senior to him. So we are here to address this issue to the governor to make sure he comes in and address the issue, because once an association has been registered and acting within the ambit of the law, there is no individual, whether acting in his personal capacity or as an administrative authority, to violate the law for his own personal interest. But once you violate, it means you are contravene the law, and when they contravene the law, they are null and void. That is why we are here.
So, thank you very much. So, Honorable, it's a pleasure to have you in front of the camera of Manunga Studio. So, we have gathered that there has been some problems concerning the activities of OCA in Oshe and in Njikwa at large. Can you please enlighten us from the point of view of the Parliament, as the parliamentary representative of our district, of our area? It's an honor to have you in front of the camera. Would you mind, please, first of all, to present yourself, to tell us what political agenda you represent, and especially what you, as a parliamentarian for the region, have been doing and you intended to do at this meeting? Why the cancelling of the meeting was so was a disaster from the point of view of yours?
Yes, my name is Awanga Robert Scott Atta, the alternate member of parliament for Momo West. And this meeting, OCA, is an association registered in this country legally. We had requested for an authorization from the subdivisional officer that was given, and we were supposed to have our meeting. Because of some interest groups who have some connections with the SDO, whom I do not understand why you should intervene inside a registered group to suspend its activities, which is beyond its own jurisdiction. The laws have been put in place. It is for the juries to execute properly. But the SDO went over bounds to suspend these activities because of the sub-interest groups. One, it is very surprising that the SDO would, on that same day where the occasion has to take place, come and embarrass a population that came out from the whole territory of Cameroon and even abroad to come and see a developmental activity wherein they want to build a theater and a pediatric center costing 90 million, which the SDO did not consider that, did not even come to inspect the field, as the interest group lied to him that there was insecurity in the area. The SDO passed by, did not even inquire from the security in the village. He did not even inquire with his own security people. He went straight to the subdivisional officer, and the subdivisional also did not inquire from the indigenous securities. and took a decision to stop the activities. Books that were brought to the library to the students. Generator that was brought to support the health center. 200 bags of cement, rods, and other materials that were bought to build. Medicine that was brought to the hospital. All that was blocked because the SDO did not recognize the development, the chantier that the President of the Republic said is as of this time, so that we should carry out development. He defiant that proposition, that the vision that the President has. I don't know if he's actually representing the President in our own subdivision, in our division, actually.
So, Honorable, I've noticed that on the way to Oshe, I noticed that the electricity power lines were being installed towards the Oshe road, towards Njikwa. So, is it true that we are going to receive electricity in Njikwa soon, or is this just a fake?
I had been working strongly with the administration, MINPAT, such that Njikwa should have light. And we were awarded some monies, and that is why you see this electricity already start building and going up towards Njikwa.
Very good. So, have you got any idea when the people in Oshe should expect to put on solar light in their homes? Concretely?
Yes.
Today is the 8th, today is the 9th of April 2012. Today is the 9th of April 2012. From this date, when should an Oshe man be hoping to have electricity from Sonel in Oshe?
I'll be asking also for the cooperation of the Njikwa people to keep supporting the vision of our president. The light that is coming to Oshe has 5 phases. We've received the first phase of light, which was 90 million. FECOM has approved 138 million for the second phase. Now we're going forward to get the other phases, which will be Royal Electrification and the others as mentioned by the sub-director and the Minister of MINPAT that I brought to the village, such that we can now complete these phases, and there the Njikwa people will be sure that they have light.
Don't be patient, don't be calm.
So, Mr. President, Manunga Studio would like to just ask a few questions. Just one, just a question. Not now. Okay, so you're still going inside again. Okay, thank you. Continue.
The roads.
Yes. Okay, so I asked you the question saying that when do you expect electricity to be in Oshe? You told me there are 5 phases. We are now in phase 2, if I understand, or phase 1.
We finished phase 1.
What does that mean concretely? For an Oshe man, or for us, everyone want to know in phases. Phases is a technical term.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
Description concerning budget and all the like. But I mean now in the sense of putting on your switch and having lights in your house. When do you think those phases might be true so that this moment would come? 1 year, 2 years? What is your suggestion? What is your politically? What is your goal? When do you personally expect or would like to have electricity in Oshe?
My goal is to get Oshe and the whole Njikwa lighted as soon as possible. Mm-hmm. I'm working with the administrations
yeah,
concerned with the disbursement of funds.
Okay.
And they've been doing their best. If the first phase was given, mm-hmm, and the second phase, a favorable letter has been given by the FECOM, then we just have to follow up to collect the monies and then advance the poles right inside Njikwa. And the third phase, according to the technician, which is a very, very strong phase of light, will get to Njikwa, the Njikwa subdivision. So I cannot say when people will switch on their switch, but I will ask the people to give a support to the government that is supplying them with every necessity such that their own area is developed.
Okay.
Let them support the party. Elections are coming, and we are expecting the best from the Chekwa people who are benefiting this light that is coming now. Okay. The roads, we had a contractor. Though sometimes contractors get real tired, but I've been putting effort and I have my documents in the Ministry of Public Works, which has urged the contractors to come and do their rehabilitation. Not only in Jikwa, we have Ngi, Caterpillar is on the way. We have Ambele, the Caterpillar is there working on the way. So these are the main things for right now. Other little things I cannot talk about at this point in time. But I want to let the people inside the Momo West to understand that the president has given us assignment. Us, whether you're a politician or not, every element inside the nation to understand that we are in a chantier, bring up development in any style.
Okay. So thank you very much, Your Honorable, and hope to meet you on Manunga Studio some other time.
Thank you very much.
So, mate, would you mind to present yourself and then just give us a short review of what is actually happening now? What has brought up us here?
Thank you for this opening. We have come to the governor's office to express our indignation.
Would you mind please to introduce yourself?
I am Maitre Michael of the legal department of NFC. We were at home for Cultural and Development Association, and with the very prominent projects with due authorization as the law does request. But to the greatest of our embarrassment, and being the second time, at the moment when the occasion was to start, with all the persons having been displaced from the various destinations, we got the SDO of Mbengui, who came down to stop us from operating. And we thought that, the population thought that we could go ahead, because that was not the appropriate moment. Unfortunately, our president thought that maybe there was a secret agenda behind it and did not want us to get into trouble, and thought that this morning we should get up to the governor to be able to express our indignation, to be able to let him know that the deal is going contrary to the law and is rallying up with talks to destabilize the development of Oshe.
So, what do you expect concretely from the governor?
Well, we know we are operating within the ambit of the law. We know the Cultural and Development Association has the right to operate. We don't think that the governor will collaborate with somebody who is out to destabilize their development. So we are expecting that he comes out with some specific order that will stop those enemies of progress from disturbing us from progressing.
So, thank you very much. What role do you think the Oshe diaspora can play at this very crucial moment?
We diaspora, we think the persons who have gone out to fetch for the benefit of our village, and they are renowned persons. We count very much on them. And from what they are doing, especially you, Dr. Ngasa, we know that if we have to be well organized here, and whatever thing we want, we solicit, you're ready to give. The U.S. started, we were disturbed at one moment because of all of this, and you've traveled all this distance. There was Barrister Tato too, who came from the U.S., exactly. And many others who are waiting to get the feedbacks from this very important meeting, wherein the books, about 1,500 books, with worth 12 million francs, the medicaments for more than about 5 million francs, and the laying of the foundation stone. We at home here cannot do anything. We believe that we are together, we start these projects, we will count on you to let us go through.
So, in other words, you are telling us who are at this moment of life, because life, no condition is permanent. At this condition of state of life, that we should not forget to continue to help to develop Oshe, despite the difficulties that are at home. They will be overcome.
No, I don't want to think that there are difficulties, because we can be able to determine who is doing what and how. We can count them. What is it is that we expected the administration to be able to give us full protection for us to go ahead, and for the sake of peace, that we did not continue. And I think we just came to tell the governor that we are ready to do everything to develop our village. So I don't think that anybody is going to be discouraged because of the little happenings. There are little happenings.
Do you think that the chieftaincy problem in Oshe can just be sided when we have these Oka issues? Because it's like telling an Oshe man to be two. One individual to have two souls. It's a schizophrenic. Because you cannot be somebody who is an Oshe man and then just be Oka without being royal in one way or the other. Or what do you think?
Thank you for this second opportunity. What is very certain is that we have a chieftaincy crisis in the village.
Yes.
And at one time, we were almost misled by the fact that we thought chieftaincy had to do with the development of the village exclusively. But we have come to understand fully, and we have educated our people on the fact that the Cultural and Development Association has to operate independently. And that is why yesterday we said we did not want to hear anything about chieftaincy. We had to do just with development. And let me assure you, there are factions. But with the development issue that we had in the village yesterday, there were people who are bent for the other side, but they came in because they knew this thing had nothing to do with chieftaincy. Yeah, that is what I think I have to say on that.
Okay, so you testify the fact that the Oshe man is capable of keeping aside this chieftaincy problem and looking at facts, at developmental facts.
Yeah, Oshe man, yes. But what I want to make clear here is the fact that the administration, the laws, they know that chieftaincy has to do with culture and tradition. And cultural and development associations have to do with the development of the place. They have to maybe draw up programs, they have to solicit funds, they have to do all of that and to go ahead. So whether we had a chief who is literate or not, who is not available or not, we have to go ahead with our development. That's what we're saying.
So,
and one word that I want our people to know is the fact that for the Cultural and Development Association to become legal, the opinion of traditional authorities is not solicited. And if we have to operate, our objectives are made clear. We deposit them with the territorial administration, and once we are legalized with our objectives, we have the right to go ahead. The issue of the DO coming in is not because we want to obtain permission from him. It's because we want to ensure that for the good objectives that we have, if there's anything, whether there was some conflict or not, once we have public manifestation, you call the attention of the DO to be able to make sure that the security cover and all of that, we don't obtain any authorization for operation, but an acceptance of a request for coverage. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Maitre. Okay.
Yes, Doctor, you are welcome to Cameroon. And right now, we were supposed to hold an Oka meeting, a large Oka meeting, and the DO came and disturbed. Right now, we're at the governor's office. So far, what are your impressions about what you have seen?
So, first of all, I want to appreciate the fact that our community is very disciplined. Yeah, this is a point which I want to make out. Under the leadership of Mr. Wanga is a very calm guy. when that message, I was in Oshe, I happened to have been there when that bomb exploded. And personally, I would have exploded too. But the guy was calm, and he's been calm all through. And because of that, this calmness has diffused into our community. Everybody who came in really hot-headed, after about 2 or 3 minutes, understood what it was all about. We had more to lose by reacting angrily, by venting out our anger, as on the contrary. We have sat down, we've kept our cool heads, we have thought about it, we have brought in our experts, and now we came up with this plan of reaction. The enemy, let me just use that word, provoked us and wanted us to react violently so that they should have a reason to prove that we are really troublemakers, that we were potentially dangerous for the community. Even if we were not dangerous before, we would have eventually become dangerous because we have it potential. The potential was there.
Yes.
So, as I was saying, this aspect of discipline is something which has brought in us to us a lot of positive reactions. Anyone who hears of the fate of the Oshe man would say, wonderful, we know something, but we, of course, we're not taking it as easy or with light shoulders. We are tackling this problem now intellectually and politically. So, my reactions, as you asked for, is that, or my observations, is that you people and us, because we are all together now, we've been behaving maturely. We've been tackling this problem in the best way that any advisor would say. The legal department supports it, the moral department, the church, everybody who hears of our reaction. We didn't strike back at anybody. We just said, okay, you've heard us, there's no need to show the other, how do you say it, the other jaw to slap. You just go up to somebody who is a solicitor and say, please, we have this problem. We believe that we are right. Can you look into it? And that's the best way to go ahead.
Yes, I have last 2 questions to ask for. The first one is, you have seen what had happened up to this moment. Let me put it in quote. The enemy of the Oshe people, whom you have just mentioned, be it our own brother, do you really think that these enemies, they really have anything for Oshe in terms of the future of Oshe? Do they have anything?
Well, you use the word enemies, and enemies are people who do the opposite of what you stand for. They will do everything to destroy you. So if you are in for development is a way, something that pleases you, and they are your enemies. So their enemies will not like you to be happy. So they will automatically destroy anything that you want to produce. So in that case now, it automatically means that they are not in for development, because we are in for development. And they are stopping us, so they are blocking development, irrespective of whatever consequences. I don't think if they even care, they don't even think about the consequences. It doesn't matter. The fun is that they only want to destroy us.
Thank you very much. Looking at the administrative aspect of it, the reaction of the SDO to have come a few minutes to the beginning of the meeting, when he was informed through the application for this meeting, do you think that the SDO has done his work as the SDO, or he too is now shifting towards the enemy, as I so put it?
Well, what you are saying is it's your own way of expressing of the observation. What all of us know is that the senior divisional officer of Momo, resident at Mbengue, came over to Njikwa, meaning that he drove past Oshe. That's a physical thing. You don't fly. Oshe is, you have to pass through Oshe somewhere. So Oshe is where that activity was to take place, and you have a complaint against it. And this complaint was that insecurity existed in Oshe. Now you come with your soldiers, well armed, and you don't go to Oshe where the problem is to try to solve it there, but you pass by and go to Njikwa and then send somebody from Njikwa to come back to Oshe. Just let us assume there was really trouble in Oshe. How many So yes, so I said, can you imagine, assuming there was really physical war going on in Oshe, how many people would have died in that time that the SDO had spent to travel from, let's say from, not Mengwi, from Oshe to Njikwa, and then send somebody from Njikwa to come and collect the Oka executive before, without verifying. So you get the point. It means that he was not out to solve that. That was not his interest. That does not interest him. He had all the soldiers with him. He was well armed. He had gendarmes and soldiers. So what else do you need to stop any imminent rebellion? So all I'm trying to say that we people in Oshe were very, very shocked. We were very, very shocked to experience this for the second time. So I feel that there's some sort of personal vendetta in it. I don't know for whatever reason, but that's my impression. I have this feeling. So maybe there's few people annoyed this man at one stage. I don't know, but I have the feeling that it has a note of personal vendetta and sadism. Yeah, he enjoys it to see people suffer. That's my own way I can interpret it. He's a sadist.
Yeah, Doctor, you're welcome.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, before you came in, you were one of those personalities we were much expecting, who is so devoted and loves the village. And at one time we got a generator. The capacity is
5 kilowatts.
Yes, was offered to us. Can you actually clarify us on the generator?
So it all happened that in 2009, when we, due to the chieftaincy crisis in our family, I'm of the Bugen, I'm an Anyangwe. So we enthroned from Anyangwe the 5th. And during that ceremony, the palace was very dark. It was very dark. So Pa George, our family head, just made a comment. No, I brought a bottle of wine, a bottle of gin from Germany as a present to the new phone. So Pa George said, "Doctor, the next time we want to come, see how dark so. When we light, at least move to finish. You don't have for light before with the story." So that was the message which I took along with me. I took it very seriously. So when I was in Germany, I had the opportunity to buy a very big generator at a comparatively cheap price. The original price is very expensive, but I saw this one on sale and I knew this could be good for me. I told my wife about it and she was also very excited. I have a woman who supports me very well and she is a very dedicated Oshe woman. She's a German, but she's a very, very dedicated Oshe woman. So she said this is the opportunity. So we bought it and kept it. We didn't know how to send it to Cameroon. That was the first part. We didn't know. So we just bought it and kept it. At one stage, my brother, Innocent, the one who is behind the camera, let us just put his name and show his face because we don't want to be talking of people without names. This is Innocent. I'm talking in his present. So Innocent sent me money to buy a bus, a Toyota Hiace bus for him. So it was then that we saw the chance to export that generator. So we put it in the bus, bought to Douala, paid the custom duty. Innocent carried it to Bamenda, and then we handed it over to the palace, hoping that we will officially hand it over at the Oka Convention in 2009. That was it. We came in 2010, April. There was an Anakobi that was supposed to take place. And I wanted the palace to be lit. So we brought it at that stage. That was the time we were supposed to do it. But the governor banned that one. Remember, it was banned also. So
last minute.
Yes, last minute. So in fact, this is the third time that I'm falling witness to this victim, to this man's wrath. You see. So now we had planned to officially hand over this generator at this newly banned Oka external Oka assembly. So you see, it is as if somebody doesn't want Oshe to have light.
Yeah, so the second question. Leaving Germany to come to Cameroon, going down to Oshe, we know the trouble. Are you in any desperation? Are you troubled? If you are invited, or you have some concern next time?
No, how can you say invited? It's my home.
When we solicit your assistance.
No, I would not. You can always count on me.
Okay.
You can always count on me. Ask our journalists who are here, they come to Oshe because they know that we Oshe people are diligent. They know that we Oshe people are very reliable. And that's why we want to give out the message. As far as Oshe is concerned, nobody can stop us from developing Oshe. You can only slow down, because that generator will finally get to Oshe. Whether you like it or not, it is in our keeping. So it will go to Oshe. You get the point. Maybe not now, but maybe soon.
So thank you. Yeah, we thank you for the efforts you've been making, and And we also thank the wife who is behind there, waiting to get the results.
Besides,
And
as I said today, we are
beside.
inside.
I'm saying that she's right there waiting
Okay.
to get the results.
And the kids,
And
yes.
we are here at the governor's office
Yes.
trying to show proof that this is one of those persons who traveled a distance. And we think that next time this will be able to ensure that she will be here and that every nonsense will be cleared.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Not that she will come here and then they will ban it again.
No, it won't happen.
Yes. Okay, thank you very much. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Manunga Studio. Family, can you please tell us why you are here with these two young ladies?
Well, we are here.
Look as if you are doing romance or something like that here. Did you do? No.
We are coming here because we want to meet the governor.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
What for? Did he invite you to come for lunch?
No. I'm not inviting us, but because of our worries.
Okay, you come with worries. And you expect him to accept you with worries?
Because the OCA, the Oshe Cultural Association, they were supposed to have a meeting at home. And the senior DO, the SDO, suspended the meeting of Mbengwe, of Momo Division, suspended the meeting for reasons we don't know, but he claimed that it was for insecurity.
So, can any danger get out of you? Do you have a gun?
No, I don't have.
So, you have machetes?
No.
Okay. You have hoes?
Yes, to go to the farm.
Go to the farm.
Yes.
Well, let me turn towards our sisters. So, aunties and sisters, you people have witnessed what has been going on. What do you can you say about all this nonsense?
We are just embarrassed because people cannot be coming to the village with good ideas, bringing items to come and help develop the village, and then they are sent back in this town way. We are so bitter about it because we think we're duly given an authorization by the DO of Njikwa for that meeting. So don't know how come the SDO come in to intervene on his subordinate's decision. So we see it's strange for the administration of Cameroon.
I hear this was not been the first time. Do you see any threat, any system behind his actions? If this is not the first time, he's done it before.
He did it before. I don't know. During the
I know when the DO was supposed to do a tour of. Yes, he was to come to Oshe. He went elsewhere and then got to Oshe and was stopped.
They stopped him that there will be a war in Oshe.
There will be a war.
And that he's coming to put a chief that they don't know. And meanwhile, the man was just coming for a meet the people's store since he was just appointed in the area. And because they were threatening for what we don't know till today, they had to suspend his visit to Oshe.
Has the visit been renewed? Has he officially come?
Not yet.
Not yet. How long has he been in office?
Well, he has been in his office is almost a year, and since the people declared that there was going to be war in Oshe,
he's afraid to go to Oshe.
He could not come, and up to today there have been no war. And so we know that there are certain individuals who will go and deceive administration, telling them that there is war in Oshe, and since all this while there has been no problem in Oshe.
Okay. Yesterday there was this very, very, very successful activity in your own home base at Bembang. Can you just give us an enlightenment? I see you smiling from left to south, from north. All your so Mr. Fambele, tell us now, you were the senior guest or host. You invited us to Bembang.
Well,
what are your feelings after? I talked to you before.
Yes, what we were just saying is that our home congregation, Bembang congregation, that is the presbytery seat, we decided that we are going to do some modifications of the building and especially changing the roof. We targeted about 7 million, and the invitations were given all over, even overseas. And yesterday we actually had the fundraising, which was a very important occasion in this village, and we raised above 4.5 million, and
cash,
which was there, and we still have pledges. And I think it is only by today that I've asked the session to send us information figures, so that we should not be saying about.
Mm-hmm. Should we say exactly?
Yes, the amounts today, and so we want to now continue this project, and because Bemban is the center and the presbytery seat where the Presbyterian Secretary of the Njikwa Presbytery is living.
Okay. So thank you very much. I hope that with this positive note, we can call this day a successful one, even though it is a day at which we are still protesting in front of the governor's house.
Well, even protesting, we are protesting, but what we believe and we know that Oshe is not going to be as it is.
Yes.
Whether when the night is dark,
yes,
always there will be daylight.
It's true.
Even the things that the people will go and deceive people and tell them stories, and the truth is that they will live to know the truth in whatever it is, because all the Oshe citizens, they believe in their village and they are out for the development of their village. Yes. And this is why everybody is contributing towards the development of Oshe.
So thank you very much. So you're welcome to Manunga Studios.
Thank you. I'm Mr. Tafa Patrick Ado. I'm an engineer. I was in Oshe 2 days ago for this Oka occasion. Unfortunately, I was interrupted. With anger, we all left the village very angry. Mm-hmm. And that is why we are here in the government office to present our problem to the governor, whether the Joe had, even though we had an authorization for the occasion, the Joe came just 2 hours to the ceremony to start and stopped the ceremony. So we're here to present our problem to see whether he was right or we're going against the law for that occasion.
So, what are your reactions so far when you see your brothers and sisters gathered here at the governor's office? What feeling does it give to you? Encouragement or disappointment?
Well, we're encouraged that everybody, all of us are here, they're feeling the pinch.
Yes.
They're all annoyed, and that's why they're all here today. But else we didn't see them, we thought that maybe they didn't like the move we took.
Okay. So, we are just coming up from the reception with the governor, and you can look at the faces. Though no decision has been taken, everyone looks satisfied. Everyone coming out looks satisfied. Though no decision was taken, but everyone looks satisfied. Josh,
we are very satisfied. We are satisfied,
really?
Even though there's no decision.
No decision taken yet, but at least
decision will be forthcoming.
Yes, decision will be forthcoming. Although no decision has been taken, finally, everyone seems satisfied. Honorable.
Yes.
Can you just give us just one word? How are your impressions? First impressions, please.
I feel that the necessary consultations have to be done by the governor, the administration of the Northwest. I don't think that he can just take a decision without those consultations.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, everyone looks satisfied. Am I right? Am I right?
Well, almost the way you received us.
Yes. So, our family, you two don't go see how you see the governor.
Well, I think governor don't talk fine. He talk about peace, because everything, especially at this time of the season, you know, love and peace, the big things where they get for worker.
Yes.
When all these things they don't be, they were things that will be good.
Yes, thank you. So, Mr. Secretary General,
yes,
can you please just resume?
Well, I thought the President General would have made a statement.
He's still coming. I haven't got him
before
yet.
I make my comments.
Okay, you're welcome.
Yes. For now, he's the authoritative voice.
You are right.
Yeah.
So, see you then.
Yeah.
Mr. President,
Yes.
you look relaxed, relieved. Even though no decision seems to have been taken, what are your first words?
Well, I think we've presented our situation to the governor, and he is appreciative of it. And we hope that we'll find a lasting solution to this matter so that we can continue with our development in the village.
Okay. So, did he give you any time limit when he ought to have taken decision?
Give us any time limit. He said urgently he will be receiving his senior divisional officer. They will discuss, then he'll find a way forward.
Okay. So, thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, here is now the President meets the press. This is CRTV.
No. About the things that had to happen, but he will consult with the buffet, and then they will now come up with a solution that can pave the way forward for our development.
This means that we are confident that the OCA General Assembly meeting, which was postponed, will hold.
Well, right now I cannot say. We just come presented our problem to the governor, and we think that with the solution he will give us, that will help us pave the way forward. If I give you a premature date now, it will be very unrealistic. I think as soon as he does that, I'll also communicate the press which accompanied us to the village, and we'll all be ready to work together to be able to make it's a claim to share people and make them a place comfortable for everybody. Thank you.
Can you say that in French?
Oui, merci, monsieur le journaliste, parce que vous avez nous accompagné jusqu'au village où on avait un petit problème, où notre assemblée ne pouvait pas continuer parce que l'administration a vu ça autrement. On est ici aujourd'hui avec le gouverneur qui a décidé de nous écouter et il nous a promis qu'il va voir ses administrateurs et sortir une conclusion qui peut nous faire voir la route devant nous et continuer avec nos activités de développement. Merci.
So, this is our country people.
Or we take a chat.
So,
very nagamata. What's a gun? Line one in a gentle manner. The am of power when or other shati, and never to what I they are there or better than we sack. Actually, a pretty busy, but I'm looking at this. And I go inside. I will come back that to the Tito Fata Chuchu. Okay, Sam no Fati. Wafate, but continue. No more life for Kemani. Never sounded than that. Fati. Born and bound, I will stop out. That's when they announce. And they're going to end a bomb. Other auditor by from branch to branch, explosion, having an agent. Matanga. Then that now beach no go. There the competition on Waraka because it's so no so. There's any person. So those are things for the chef so we shall take them to the chef. Let things be taken to share in a peaceful manner. And there are problems, share the problems will be sorted out. And we cannot sort it out in disorder. We will sort it out. We are all educated people. As I see you all, you are all well educated. And you are people making good strides in life, struggling to live well, and struggling also to make your parents at home live well. So let us go, relax. We have made the best with food. It is still there. Nothing has been taken away. So we go and meet our families at home. So we had a trip at home. We have started a thing and we shall continue to the end. So I thank you all for having come. I think for those of you who are here, I don't know where we shall go and meet, and we'll take just one cup to quench your thirst. But this will be done out of the President's expense.
Very good.
Yes. At this moment, the President cannot go and open the OCA's
covers.
So I think Dominion.
Dominion.
Where?
Mokwi okuchitinaka obangi mekakwi umbonyu nana umbe to kafun then mekichaku jogo obiru mi bidikiri nejeka tigu biko buru mi mekanu chini tigu bako jakwi jawo chini zabina tikinda ogun aka ne development ay tire shi zato agukokwi bembe ka oyen wotre momo so another ka ganye grade kuko oyen wotre no momo ka wa nyuguru le ko tawaka anani da kebire orobe wotre ke mnegu agresse megamen semno osai ayege momo ni grinu but ochiri min tisi di guyo bako tike queen tene go bobe because problem de oni onezi bizu ko nebiri nyebiri no kange be ko pochiri biri go na menne chiri no dikiri di go nene so benzo zrinye ayo guy again mokor ko amagre men mo opportunity won be ni vice president egri tsara wet gre bene wet ko ko abwe mo kre kroni ko ukui tigresin zo bangre chapi ditimi ni rumo are tegri di mitini rumo zima bene wet
Benase, Oshe Benase, Matonwe, Abokumu Beye, Okumu Osit, Oshe Sisters in Development, Kumba Pumba and Nizam. Ba and Nizam Bochini, Ombamba, the women wing of Oka, and by care over the years, Aye Oka, only spearhead of development, many honors Akeza, Abi. So mbabe ba egrebeja anizam ni onware ni ba egeti na babu oguchino ndi nware exam of prescribed textbooks all of 6 branches akib mu Cameroon da contribute nware bange so ba egrebeja no nware mbe kumba sigrebe pe en oguchini tibe fa oguchini last time ba je no ga abi Medicanals Health Center and other developmental issues Nibasi handle over the years. So, ane kini banase ibene wen kokwi engineer ka ejo imini na ko tawshe na abiro but opportunity now a peaceful bit and at the resurrection of Jesus Christ ya Asian that peace who giving in one in me take care of ya lead me Israelites. I am not going to lead or share to a peaceful ending, and we must fight for the development of our people. Back in the work for any war, back in the work for anything, we want to help our people through the blessing that God has given us. We want to help our people with all the resources so that we uplift their status in the village, and we see no reason why anybody should be a stumbling block to the development of a people. And as we also people will recognize, we are all trying to transform our Virgin Oshe into a modern town in this country. So I pray that you be Israelite when you lead the war to a peaceful solution.
But we don't come up for governor a place now. We don't go see governor. Now we have our license. We drink Mimbo. We get any reason for the enjoy Mimbo?
We came for enjoy this Mimbo because
na president of Oka. It was a lot of time. So much of what I now. The one. Oh, the third one. So we never glad. When I young just good. I didn't later we didn't walk on.
So, sister, how?
I'm fine.
Is there any reason for being happy today?
Yes, we'll be very, very happy because when the governor respond for we.
Yes.
Now we did enjoy the wait for he as he talk.
We took her name?
Abiako Agnes.
Okay. We are a friend of America that said, no be he, no be he. Major, I don't have blind people. Major, at the end of the day, it's too bright. At the end of the day, what do you say?
Now we're a step ahead.
So it was worth it.
Yeah. Okay. That's why we're taking happily here.
That's good. So, who starts to talk a name first? Even though I know, we ought to put it in know.
My name now, Mbaringom Paul.
Yes.
Well, I'm happy because I am one of the founding members of OCA, and we are happy that it is still on, and we still wish that it continues because it was mainly for development of our village, and that is what they are out, and we think that they should continue.
All right. Start again. No, start again.
My name is Anyambo Igute Ishinzo. A social worker and one of the pillars of the development of our village. For the small exercise that we have taken today, I feel very grateful for those ahead of us because all of us are working for the interest of the village. And I know that if we continue this way, we are going to transform our village. And in fact, we are already in the process of transforming it. Irrespective of the small hurdles that are trying to crop up, they are just things that happen in life. But we know that where we have started, we'll have an end. And even though it looks a bit funny now, in the final analysis, everybody will see that we were right and that they were wrong. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.